Hello everyone, our project is doing predictive analysis of world rank for New York University. I'm Chuning Zhang and my teammate is Yidan Zhang. Our project will start with the context and Yidan will analyze it for you.
Now we are talking about the context. China is the main source of foreign students in U.S. higher education. About 30% of total international students are Chinese, especially in undergraduate education. We work for NYU undergraduate admission team to help them attracting more Chinese high school students. For our needs, is because Chinese students and their parents treat ranking as the most important decision-making criteria. NYU admission team needs the analysis because they want to increase the world rank to attract more Chinese students. The goal of this project is to figure out the effect of several factors on world rank, which include quality of education, alumni employment, quality of faculty, publications, influence, citations, broad impact, and patents. Based on context and need, we construct three framed questions to lead our analysis. First, we want to know among those factors, which factors will affect the world rank of universities in 2016. Second, how much will the factors affect the world rank? Will them affect rank rate? Last but not the least, which one will mostly affect the world rank in 2016? The answer to this question will help us figure out the direction that NYU will concentrate on. We will use several analysis tools, including multiple linear regression, correlation analysis, tabular analysis, and simple linear regression test. As the result of business analysis, we expect to come up with an equation to show the weights of each variable and how will those factors influence the world rank of universities. Our analysis has led us to come up with the regression equation of world rank and three specific variables, which are publications, influence, and citations, just like it's shown in this box. To help NYU admission team interpret the equation, we can say if they contribute to rank higher on this aspect, they will definitely rank higher on world rank. To accurate number is if they rank one level higher on publications, their world rank will increase by around 0.5. If they rank one level higher on influence, the world rank will increase around 0.3, and for citations is 0.2. Based on the result of our analysis, we have some recommendations for NYU admission team. First, we recommend them working on the rank of publications, influence, and citations. At the beginning of our analysis, we assumed the quality of education or alumni employment will highly influence world rank. But the truth is that when the university is considered to rank in the world, their general influence has the most impact. In order to attract more Chinese students, the fastest way to increase the world rank is focusing on these three variables. This recommendation doesn't mean to abandon the quality of education. Education is the foundation of a university. It means to consider these three things besides the basic investment on education. Besides that, we also list 21 universities that have higher rank than NYU and calculated their average rank of each variable. We recommend NYU to set up specific and practical goals to achieve. The first step to rank higher is to pursuing average level, which are 19 on publications, 14 on influence, and 18 on citations. Our data is developed by the Center of World University Ranking in 2015. which include 1,000 observations. We used three statistical tools to analyze the data and obtain the resulting graph. They are simple linear regression, multilinear regression, and descriptive analysis.
We will start by simple linear regression. We use simple linear regression to see which variables have relationship to the word rank. In this section, we choose two tools. One is fit y by x. By fitting word rank with each potential variable in the dataset, we run the regression of word rank and then choose the factors which are square higher than 0.5. And the result is four variables. They are publications, influence, citations, and broad impact. After picked up four variables, we use multivariate and the correlation tool to check the correlation between independent variables to avoid the problem of multicollinearity. And this section answers our first framed question. The question is which element will affect the world rank of universities in 2016? And our answer is publications, influence, and citations. The graph shows the simple linear regression result of word rank and each variable. The right line shows R-square of each variable is higher than 0.5, and the R-square of broad impact is very high, around 0.9. But the graph underneath shows the correlation result of these four variables. The broad impact column shows it has huge correlation with every other variable, so we delete this factor in the final model to avoid the multicollinearity. After deciding the final variables, we use multilinear regression to see how much is each variable influence the word rank. By there, we come up with the regression equation of the final model, as it showed in the box. And we use fit model tool here to help us run the regression. By this section, we know the answer to the second and third framed question. The second question is how much will the factors affect the word rank? And we know from the coefficient, we know that if publications, influence, and citations are made one level higher in the next year, it can help increase the word rank by around 0.5, 0.3, and 0.2. And the third question is which element will mostly affect the word rank in 2016? And our answer is publications because it has the highest coefficient. Here is the graph of our multilinear regression result. We come up with the equation by multiply estimate coefficient and variables plus intercept. The last tool we use is the descriptive analysis. Even though now we know the regression equation of word rank, we still want to have more accurate vision about NYU's situation. So we use descriptive analysis and filter out the lower ranking universities and calculate the average rank of those three factors of higher ranking universities. We use the tabulate tool to help us calculate the average value. As we have already answered all the framed questions in the previous steps, this analysis tool meant to give vision to NYU about the specific rank that they need to pursue in the next years. So if NYU wants to increase their world rank and recruit more Chinese students, they can contribute to increase publications rank to 19 and increase influence rank to 14 and increase citations rank to 18. The graph here shows how we filter out the institutions that ranked lower than NYU, and The graph on the right side shows the mean value of higher ranking universities. Now we come to the final conclusion. We have three recommendations to NYU admission team. The first recommendation is they don't focus too much on broad impact, even though it's highly relative to the world rank of universities. And then publications influence and citations positively influence the world rank of universities. So if NYU wants to increase their world rank, they better contribute on these three factors in the next years. And the first step to increase the world rank for NYU is to know how far it is from the higher ranking universities. We recommend NYU to pursue the mean value of the first 21 institutions. Now we finish all the analysis and recommendations to NYU. If you have any questions, please contact us without any hesitation.